So I'm only writing to the fathers because I feel that if the fathers took their responsibility, their God-given mandate, if they can carry out that one as it was intended the very first time, as I was growing up, first of all, my father was taken away from me.
Oh, sorry for that.
When I was still a suckling baby, after the declaration of the state of emergency around 1952-53 there. I am bold because I'm convinced that what I'm saying carries is founded on what I consider to be true. I am informed. I'm not just talking.
Yes.
I am informed by one I cannot doubt.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So what would you say, Bishop, probably to someone watching you who is either a father or a son who actually knows that his family has broken down and he doesn't know how to begin in order to mend it? Awesome. Hello people, wonderful people, and happy and blessed new year. Happy blessed 2026. Thank you for joining us yet again. Wow, this is amazing. This is wonderful. We are still in the early stages of the blessed new year 2026, and this year we are blessed of the Lord, highly favored of the Lord. We've kicked off at a very high note because just a couple of weeks ago we had an international guest author on the show, and today as well we have another one, international guest author on the show. As you can see, I have a guest with me today. He will be introducing himself to us later on, but I can tell you his name is Bishop Charles Gumbu, or Bishop G. Gumbu. He is the bishop and founder of Jubilee Covenant Center, Tacoma, Washington State, and he is also the bishop and senior pastor at All Nations Mission Center here in Kenya, Vindigua. So I know you're asking yourself a lot of questions. Yes, they will be answered along the way. But Bishop, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for taking time to come.
Thank you very much.
We are so honored that you will join us today. Yes.
My pleasure.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so this is Favor Book Club. I'm your host, Florence Favor. As usual, our hashtag is hashtag I am an African and I read. When we began this journey, I did tell you that someone once said that if you want to hide something from an African, put it in a book. Well, I sought out to denote that and went out on a campaign and on a mission to denote that. And therefore, that's why we go by the hashtag I am an African and I read. So do feel free to continue following us on all our socials, on Instagram, Twitter, or X, IG, and YouTube, and on Facebook. Yes, and now we are also on TikTok. And on YouTube, remember, it's on my personal channel, Florence Favor. And I know you shall be blessed. So continue following us and share widely these episodes. If they're helping you, if they've been of help to you, continue to share them. All right, on to our guiding scripture for today. We are taking it from the book of Proverbs chapter 9 verse 9, and it says, instruct a wise man and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man and he will add to his learning. Proverbs 9:9, it says, instruct a wise man, and he will be wiser still. Teach a righteous man and he will add to his learning. That is our guiding scripture for this particular episode or for this week. And now officially to our guest, Bishop.
Yes.
Once again, thank you for joining us. I feel so privileged and so honored that you would come on this show today.
Yes.
Number one, because of your stature in society. Also, you're not a very easy man to find.
It's getting much easier.
It is getting easier.
With age.
With age.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And also, you're such a father figure in this nation. And also, I believe in you wherever in the US, where you have your other ministry based in Washington, Tacoma. And so, thank you so much. So, take a minute and introduce yourself again to the viewers and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Let me start off by what Florence is calling me, a father figure.
Yes.
Yeah, I have heard many people talk about me as a father figure, and I have been denying all along that I'm not a father figure. I don't want to be a father figure. I want to be a father.
You want to be a father?
Not a father figure.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Having said that, my name is Charles Gumbo.
All right.
Yes, and like I was introduced, I'm a pastor with All Nations Mission Center, PEFA, here at Dindegwa in Kiambu.
Yeah.
And also indeed founding pastor of Jubilee Covenant Center in a city called Tacoma, south of Seattle, in Washington State, which is still going on. I am not the pastor there at the moment. I thank God for giving us a man of God by the name Pastor Martin, who is carrying on with that work to date, as I also continue with the PEFA here in Tendegwa.
Okay.
Yes. Indeed.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So, are you married? Do you have children?
Yes, indeed. I'm married to my wife, Gladys, and we've been married for the last 48. This is the 49th year.
49th.
Yes, so we're looking forward to celebrate
That's a jubilee.
Our 50th jubilee next year, 2027.
Okay, please invite me. I want to come.
I'll do that. And in that marriage, we've been blessed with 4 children, 4 boys and 1 girl, who are grown-up people with their families.
Yes.
Actually, our last born is like 41 years old.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. So you had right there. And you're also the author of the book we are going to be talking about today.
That's right. Yes.
Okay. So your book is amazing. I've read it several times actually. It's quite amazing. And I would say in this aspect that you're a trailblazer, because what you have written, or what the work that you're doing with this book, is that you have ventured into an area and into a place where most people have not before. And so congratulations, first of all, for taking the risk, for going where no man has gone before.
Wow.
Number one. And so please, you can maybe take a minute or so and tell us what your book is about, basically, in a nutshell.
Well, trailblazer or not, I will leave history to judge that.
Okay.
Because the idea I have in this book, for me, is very simple.
Okay.
Saying it is simple doesn't imply that it is cheap or it's very foundational. It's simple but very foundational.
Okay.
Because I believe that like I have probably said in the book, that this world rises or falls with fathers. Yeah, the crisis that we are in could be connected somewhat, some way, to what kind of fathers we have in this world.
Yeah.
So my message is to fathers predominantly, and that's why that's what really is this book all about. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the book title is He Left Them Words,
Yes.
Lest You Forget. People have been asking me, is it about the word that Jesus left before he ascended, or which words are you talking about in this particular book?
They are right, even to suggest that it is Jesus who left the world. But before we even come to Jesus, we have got to go back to the beginning, the very beginning. The one who left words is the Father. I have to put the definite the, article the, because he stands all by himself, the Father, our Heavenly Father, the creator of heaven and earth, and the creator of all of us. He is our Father. And he happens to be the very first one in the recorded history who left us with his words. Yes, he doesn't just exist. He doesn't just leave us here
Yes.
uninformed. He has told us everything he wanted us to know that would be helpful in our life. So he left them words. It's first of all referring to God the Father.
Okay.
He left them words is also referring to the one who can be identified very closely with the Father, the Son, Jesus Christ, who according to Isaiah 9:6, he is also our everlasting Father because he's
Okay.
one with the Father.
All right.
He left them words is every other father who chose to be responsible because no responsible father will live without leaving words
Okay.
to his children and their children.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
it's the father from the very first to all the others
To all the other fathers.
who need to count
Okay.
to their generation.
Excellent.
That's right.
All right. So a lot has been said about the boy child and how he seems to have been neglected after the girl child has been empowered, or after the girl child was empowered.
Yeah.
Please tell us what prompted you to write this book about fathers.
Well, it must be understood from the outset, I'm not in the feminist camp, neither am I in the masculine camp.
Yes.
This is not about gender. So I'm only writing to the fathers because I feel that if the fathers took their responsibility, their God-given mandate, if they can carry out that one as it was intended the very first time, it's going to change everything. A good father, a responsible father who takes his responsibility well is good for every woman, for every mother there is in this world.
Yeah.
A good father is going to be a blessing to every child who is born in this world. This world stands or falls with fathers. So the book is addressing the fathers, not because they are sorry, the only ones who are responsible to make things happen in the right direction, but he must take the leadership and do what he is expected to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Wonderful.
why I'm writing to the fathers.
Yes.
First and foremost.
Okay, there you had it, viewers.
Yes.
So the most amazing thing about your book is that you're actually addressing real issues that can be attributed to the breakdown of society, the society as we know it today. So when did you realize that it was paramount to write a book that was seeking to address some, if not most, of all of those issues?
Well, I'm coming from right. I was born in the early 50s. Now, that period in our recent history was very transitional for our community, for example, because while our grandfathers lived in the traditional society in its entirety, it is our fathers who were impacted first and foremost by the colonization process. So that as I was growing up, first of all, my father was taken away from me.
Oh, sorry for that.
When I was still a suckling baby, after the declaration of the state of emergency around 1952-53 there. And so it's like I was born in a house where there wasn't a father. And okay, thank God he was released by the colonial government after about 3 or so years.
Okay.
So in 1957 he resurfaced, or 56 he resurfaced back home. But then of course the things had started happening in colonial and even post-colonial Kenya that took many fathers out of their homes to search for livelihood in this new economic order or economic environment. So, like I have commented, it is possible that even after 20-something years of a child, the cumulative period of time a father has shared with their own children could be less than 1 year.
Yes.
And that was my experience because my father would show up after a week or two, sometimes after a month. And he comes in the evening on Saturday, and then he leaves on a Sunday afternoon. And in between, there has been very, very scanty, very low interaction. So it's like I'm talking about myself. Although I had a father all the time,
Yes.
but really we missed a lot. I felt that I missed an inheritance that should have been mine. And my father, because of whatever, may not have been conscious that I'm losing anything, because the understanding of many is that if they can give you land, houses, and money, they have given you everything you need, and probably some good education.
Yeah.
So yes, that's what is prompted me to think that something needs to be done.
Okay.
And therefore the writing of this book.
Excellent.
Yes.
All right. So I noticed something unique about your writing style. You write with a lot of boldness, actually so much boldness and authority. In some places, you even challenge your readers to actually take action. Was that intentional? And if it was, please tell us why.
I think it is my nature to be emphatic and bold. And I hope it is not in a naive way, because you can be bold and emphatic and be naive.
Yes.
I hope that is not the case. But when I feel I'm convicted about something, I say it rather strongly. So yes, I am bold because I'm convinced that what I'm saying carries is founded on what I consider to be true. I am informed. I'm not just talking.
Yes.
I am informed
Yes.
by one I cannot doubt.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay, so how does it finally feel to see your thoughts, words, and inspirations now beautifully packaged in a book with your name on it?
Well, it feels good. It's an achievement. I could say it's an achievement.
Yes.
It was never really intended. I never thought I would be writing, but I had the gut feeling that something needs to be put down. In fact, I had scribbled. I know I have scribbled more than once a title of a book that hit my head, but the idea of writing was kind of strange. I didn't see myself as a writer. I had a problem of what is it that I could write about that has not been written, and even now it's not like I'm giving to the world a completely new idea, but I guess somewhere, somehow, what I'm saying will touch a right and transform it.
Okay.
And so many others. What I'm offering here, I feel it's like some raw material that other good, well-to-do authors and people who can really write, they can pick that piece of raw material and produce, come up with many other wonderful products.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's my hope.
All right.
That's right.
Okay, so what would you say, Bishop, probably to someone watching you who is either a father or a son who actually knows that his family has broken down and he doesn't know how to begin in order to mend it?
Well, I would just encourage that father not to give up. It's never too late to do a good thing. I am suggesting a number of things that we should begin to do if we care at all. So I think the big question is whether you have goofed, whether you have lost it, whether you have missed the way and you've done everything in the wrong way in the past. If you are still breathing, if you're still here, there is something you can do to even change that. And sometimes You know, to God, the Bible says one day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is just like a day. Even somewhere talking to the Israelites, he said that he is going to help them recover the years, what the canker worm has eaten, what the grasshopper has eaten, what the palmer worm has eaten, what the locust has eaten. He said, I'm going to help you recover the years that you have lost. So I believe in a God who is able to help us recover the years, recover the years. So yes, even in the remaining years of such a father, if he is willing and obedient, God can help him recover and still be able to hand over a good inheritance to his children. That's what I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
So
we all make
if
mistakes.
I may ask, is fatherhood an aspect of perfectionism? Does one have to be perfect in their fatherhood, or?
No, never the case. There is not one single father I know except the father.
The father.
Only the father is perfect. Oh, the rest of us, we have our shortfalls, we have our problems, and neither am I myself. But this is not a call to perfection, because first of all, every father is bound to make mistakes, because we start off becoming fathers as novices. We have never we have never traveled this path. We've never been married before. We have never raised a kid. And when a kid is dropped into your arms, you know, by a simple biological act, you are not wiser because you have a kid in your hands,
and you didn't practice for it before. You didn't have a rehearsal.
You're right. So when you are running in the game, like on the job, you know, you must rely. I must say, the success of every father will depend on who he is following, who is holding his hand. I have written something like that in this book. That leadership, the father leadership role of a father is not dependent on how much a father knows, on the degrees that are hanging on his wall. It really depends on who he is following. It is followership rather than leadership that is important in this journey. Yeah, because the journey we are taking, we've never been involved in it. But thank God there is somebody who has been there before us, and he is still ahead of us and can take us by his hand and lead us all the way. After all, remember, we may be talking about this, the children you are raising are not exactly yours, are not exactly mine. They are his. So he also has a duty in himself to take me by his hand if I am willing, and then I will be led. That's what I'm calling fathers to do. Because to pretend that you're going to do a smart job in this is Pharisee. It's not true. You need help. Yes, and help is absolutely available.
All right.
Yes.
Bishop, you just delivered someone right there. Because if someone has failed in one area or another, or in one aspect or another, and they probably feel that there's no more need for them to try to do better, or even to mend, or whatever has become somewhat of a mess. But I think you've just delivered and helped somebody right there. So thank you very much for that response.
My pleasure.
All right. I would want to ask you a question. And this one is in regard to one of your original quotes that is in your book. And the quote says, "Why do fathers go through life and finally exit without saying anything specific, or even without setting on record what they would wish future generations to know, or how to live life?"
Now, as I began writing this book, I'm giving a story of how all my fathers, you know, my tradition, every brother of your father is your father, and we have aunties and fathers, big and small fathers. You understand what I'm talking about? And even their contemporaries, people of their age, we look to them as fathers. And it's like I was telling myself, I'll sit with my father or my fathers, and I'll have to get them to tell me everything about their past, and we would put it in a nice form, a way that I can understand. So I grew hoping it's going to happen, but that was foolish, because life just happens on us, and people disappear. So that it's like I woke up from a deep sleep when I discovered my father is gone, and the rest of the living brothers has gone. My aunties have gone, and when I looked around, it's like there was nobody who could answer my questions. And right there, I felt like we have lost an inheritance, something we should have had that we are not having. So we were not connected even with our recent past. And so I started feeling like if my grandfather, for whatever reason, in his situation he was in, said anything that was recorded, I would pay any amount of money to access that record, so that I can know what was in his mind. But
it's not there.
Or my fathers. I'm talking about my fathers in the past.
Yes.
That is not to be a traditional culturalist or something like that, because from where I'm coming from, I have read my Bible.
Yes.
And I am envious. I got envious because my Bible gives me a story about, especially the Jews, that is very different from my own background. When you read from Luke chapter number 2, and as well as Matthew chapter number 1, there is a list of genealogies right there. And so Matthew starts by saying Jesus, the son of David, the son of Abraham. If you check from where Jesus is to Abraham, you would be talking about a couple of 1,000 years plus. Actually more than maybe 2,000 years or even 3,000 years. So these people are able to trace themselves backwards to 1,000 years. When you go to Luke does a good job. He goes from Jesus to Joseph, and traces their genealogy all the way to Adam. When it comes to Adam, the Bible records puts it this way: Adam, the son of God. So looking at that, I realized that all of us, without exception, African, Asian, or biologically, scientifically, if we were willing to work it backwards, we would trace ourselves to somebody. That last person is Adam, the son of God. So we are all sons of God. God is our Father. Therefore, I sought to know what my father had said. And I felt relieved that although my immediate fathers failed, but the ultimate father, my father, God the Father,
has written something for you.
He wrote something for me. And I would have really loved, appreciated if all the other fathers carried that tradition of leaving something which cannot be missed after their father. That's why. That's what challenged me to come up with this book.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. That's awesome. So I want to ask you this. Talk to us about your writing journey, your publishing journey, when you, from the moment you felt you had something that you have observed that needs to be addressed. How was the writing process like? How long did it take you to write? And how was the publishing journey even like for you?
First of all, it says I'm talking to fathers. So it's a general message. And I felt that what God was putting on my spirit was for every father. Not Christian father, even Muslim and Hindu and every kind of a father in this world. Because I felt that we are, just like I've said, we are all one, really. And so looking at it that way, Can you reframe that question again?
I was asking
Yes.
about your writing journey, the writing journey. How long did it take you to finish writing the book?
Oh,
and how
okay.
was even the publishing journey for you?
The outline came very quickly.
Okay.
When the idea hit me,
Yes.
and I started thinking about it,
Uh-huh.
the outline, I did it almost immediately.
Oh,
But
okay.
I sat with that outline for about almost 3 years.
Okay.
I was to be triggered to write by a few other events
Okay.
here and there.
All right.
But when it was finally done, I sat down and decided, let me do this thing, whatever comes out. And when I had done the manuscripts, then I looked for somebody who could help me now put it in something presentable. And I found one by the name Florence, Favor of Favor Publishing,
Canopy Publishers.
Canopy Publishers and printers.
Yes.
And she is right here with me, which fact I appreciate.
Yes.
Yes.
It was an honor working on your book,
Yes.
and that you would trust me with that, with such treasure, because for me this is treasure
Yes.
packaged in a book. And so I would want to ask you this: which is your favorite book, or which is your favorite author of all times?
Yeah, it's rather difficult to point that. Like there are so many authors, people whom I have read.
Yes.
But and I don't want to raise them. From the 50s and 60s of James Henry Chase's, and I have transited to Ngugi wa Thiong'o,
Yes.
Chinua Achembe's, and everybody
Yes.
else. I have read many books.
Yes.
But of course, literally as a pastor, as a Christian, of course, my orientation is towards being the Christian world.
Yes.
But in that area, I can say one who has impacted me greatly is none other but the late Miles Monroe.
Oh.
His writings and everything he has got to say has impacted me greatly
Okay.
in my ministry and what I preach. The central, part of my message, I believe he has impacted me greatly.
Okay.
So I continue listening to him and
Yes.
reading him when I can. And yes, but there are many others who equally impacted me greatly.
Okay,
Yes.
now we know the secret. Now we know your secret, how you become such a well and seasoned leader, a well and powerful seasoned leader. So thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Yes, thank you.
And viewers, today on the show I was hosting Bishop G. Ngumbu, the author and writer of this amazing book, He Left Them Words, Lest You
Yes.
Forget. And he has explained very well which words he's talking about, and who wrote them, and who left them, and who is also supposed to write and leave words behind. So do get yourself a copy of his new book, and I know it shall be of help to you. You can get it for yourself, for your father, for your brother, for your son, for your boss, for your colleague, anybody, even for your mother. Like he said, he's not writing from a gender sensitive place. He's writing for everybody, and therefore the book can be of help to everybody else. And so Bishop G. Ngumbu is the author, is the bishop of Pefa Dindigwa. And he's been in active ministry for more than 3 decades. And he's also the senior pastor or the bishop of Jubilee Covenant Center in Seattle, Washington, Tacoma, right there. And so it's been an honor to have you on the show. And viewers, this is just part one of the interview with Bishop, because he has a lot he wants to talk to us about his book and the message that is really in his heart, and that we felt cannot be contained in one single episode. So do look out for episode 2 of this interview, and it shall be great and awesome. It shall be of help to you. So Bishop, do so get by to our viewers and tell us where they can find your book, where they can find or buy your books.
Well, thank you for being part of this. And yeah, you can find my book at Tenaj Bookshop. You can get it from Florence, from Canopy.
Florence is me.
Yeah, Florence is this one. And of course, she has quite a number of such sites she has already mentioned.
Yes.
And I'm also on YouTube,
Yes.
Bishop Charles Ngumbo. I have my own platform YouTube.
Yes.
We certainly going to be making way for more avenues to exist for somebody to receive this book as we walk around. Thank you so very much for paying attention.
Okay, do you have a number that you can share with the viewers in case
Yes,
somebody
indeed.
wants to contact you directly?
Yes, I have my number. I have, you can use the one in the book, 0718-278-791, and we will certainly be supplying more numbers as we get along.
All right.
Yes, indeed.
So there you had it, and if you get yourself a copy of the book from the bishop himself or from myself or from Tenage online bookstore, you can get it there. And of course, all that information is also scrolling on the screen, even as we are conveying it to you. And I know that it shall be of help to you. All right, so awesome. Bishop, I want to give a quote of the week. And this one I selected, and this one I chose from your book. And the first quote goes like this. Our quote for this week, it says, "Our minds are shaped by the books we read, our characters by the people we meet, our spirits by the love we give." Our minds are shaped by the books we read, our characters by the people we meet, and our spirits by the love we give. The bonus quote is from our very own Bishop Gumbu here, and he says, "The real you is your character. You nurture your children with your character and not your genes." Let me repeat that again. He says, "The real you is your character. You nurture your children with your character and not with your genes." Bishop, that is powerful. That is amazing. So continue following us on all our social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And I know that we are going to continue together in this, our reading journey. As usual, our hashtag is I am an African and I read. And once again, thank you for joining us and for walking with us over this amazing journey. I do believe that the episodes we've been bringing to you have been of help and of impact to you. Let us keep on with the reading journey, and I know we shall do great things together. As usual, our parting shot is that with Favor Book Club, you are capable of doing amazing things. And like I said, this is just part 1 or episode 1 of the interview with Bishop. So do look out for part 2 of this interview. Until next time, shalom, shalom. God bless. Bishop, thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure.
Looking forward for the next
Thank you very
interview.
much.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.